Hi, Pliskin 54, Warhawk Defense. We're out here this afternoon. It's actually more like evening. It's getting on about 6 o'clock, and it's hot and humid. We had a few cool days, but I think they're gone. But here's a gun I wanted to show you, and actually I've been excited to come out and shoot. It's an interesting gun. I got it from Classic Firearms, and they reduced their sale price on it, and down to I think $309. And so I got it. It is a Schmidt Rubin 1911 carbine, and here it is. It's your straight pull bolt Schmidt Rubin. Really never shot one of these before. You know, this is a totally new gun to me, new style to me. Got some Mausers, got some American guns, you know, got Springfields and things, but never had one of these straight pull bolts. Now it's kind of cool, actually. Well, and it's got a detachable magazine. Magazine detaches. I think actually it's 6 rounds. So magazine detaches, but here's how this bolt works. It is pretty cool. It just pulls straight back. So, you know, you take that mag out and you can, you know, pretty sweet, huh? So we're going to shoot it right now. This one is was made in 1932. I looked up the serial number, 1932. And of course, you know, if you know anything about these, the guys that had these in Switzerland, the Swiss reservists, you know, everybody in Switzerland pretty much is in the military, and they're subject to call up while they're on active duty or active reserve status, I guess, and they put their information underneath the butt plate here. Well, this one had the little piece of paper under there, a little card under there. And this one was from a guy in Switzerland. He, I won't mention his name out of privacy, you know, but he was born in 1914, and he was issued this gun probably in 1932. So if you assume that he was issued the gun in 32, he was what, 18 years old or something like that, you know. Just starting his military service, maybe. These guns actually were made from about 1913 to about 1933, so this one is one of the last of the guns was manufactured of this type, of this 1911 carbine type, and they were manufactured in Bern, B-E-R-N, Bern, Switzerland. It's in the German-speaking part of Switzerland. I've been there. A very cool place. Very well, Switzerland is a very cool place anyway, no matter where you are, but Bern itself is very cool. That must have been where the factory was, and manufactured in der Schweiz. Of course, the German word for Switzerland is Schweiz, and they speak German and some French and some Italian. Kind of depends on where you are, I guess, in Switzerland, but I have spent some time in the German part of Switzerland, and they speak Schweizerdeutsch is kind of what it sounded like to me. It's called Swiss Deutsch, Swiss German. It's a dialect, of course, and if you speak regular, well, there is no such thing, I think, as a regular German. I guess Hochdeutsch, if you speak the, you know, the high educated, like Oxford English version of German, Hochdeutsch, then, you know, the dialects, as you get further away from that, get tough. And the Swiss German was tough for me to understand. Schweizerdeutsch is what we used to call it. Anyway, but, so I won't try and say anything in Schweizerdeutsch, but other than to say that I've been to Bern, where this was made, and this is chambered in 7.5 by 55 Swiss. Now, that's not impossible to find, but you got to look for it. And so I bought a die and reloaded some, and that's what we're going to shoot with this one. So Anyway, this one is the Carbine. There's a long rifle version of this, which is much longer, long rifle version. But this is the one that everybody liked because it's very easy to maneuver, easy to carry, easy to hold, and this cool leather sling came with it. Right? Now, because Switzerland never really went to war with anybody, they're neutral, of course. The barrel's in pristine condition. The stock's a little dinged up from being taken out and exercised, you know, during military maneuvers. And you know, if anybody's ever been in the military knows that when you go out to the field, things do get beat around a little bit. But it's not too bad overall. It's in pretty good condition. I had it paid a little extra for hand select, and it looks like a walnut stock. Looks walnut, so you know, I'm good with it. I like it. So we're going to shoot it right now. We'll shoot it right here and see how she does on the target down there. So here we go. Let's see how this works. Take some shots. Schmidt Rubin, K11, 1911, made 1932. Went out of service in 33 because I think the K31s came in. K31s came in to replace it in Swiss military service, but was used for a while, and supposed to be great guns, so we'll see. It's got a great barrel, I can tell you that. Alright, this one's not near as long as that other one, so we probably need to pull this back. Alright, we're going to shoot 38 grains of 4064 powder. It's a 308 diameter bullet. A 308 diameter bullet, yeah, with 165 grain boat tail soft point, 38 grains of 4064 powder. Here we go. Guess I need to put the magazine back. The loads of the stripper clip of some kind too, but I don't have that. Alright, there we go. Okay, here we are. Had to change, put these this hearing protection on because my other hearing protection broke. The kind that just fit right in my ears, so it fell apart and went down the grass somewhere and lost it. So anyway, so here we are, Schmidt Rubin. We're going to shoot it right now, and got it loaded up. I just loaded from the top. I just loaded them right down from the top. I didn't take the magazine out, load them in the mag or anything. Just loaded them right there, right down the top. You can see them right down in there. So we're going to shoot. Here we go. Close this bolt straight forward. Give it a good hit. It's locked in. Go for the target on the right. Here we go. My glasses so I can see here. Nice trigger on this. Squeeze. Boom! Nice. Very nice. Put straight out the top. Alright, here goes. Wow, two. Wow, soft shooting. Very soft shooting. Nice trigger. Nice trigger, very soft shooting. These are 165 grain, 308 diameter, 38 grains of 4064. That's it. Alright, let's go see where we hit. Oh, that was sweet. I can tell right now this is going to be one of my favorite guns. Okay, there's the hits. 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, one flyer up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 3, 4, 5, 6. Not too bad. Combat accuracy. That's 165 grain, 308. Maybe I need to get a little stiffer powder load in it. I mean, it grouped decently, but not. I was hoping it'd be a little more together. So maybe I need to go to a heavier bullet. That might be a heavier bullet, more powder. I have to try it. Anyway, that's pretty darn good though. They're all on there, and boy, it was a joy to shoot. An absolute joy to shoot. Wonderful trigger. You know, that's the kind of accuracy that certainly would take care in wartime. That'd take care of any problem. And so there's the Swiss accuracy as compared to the Mauser accuracy right there. But anyway, not bad. I'll mark these and we'll go down and shoot again. We'll shoot standing this time. Okay, took the first shots with it. Bolts open. It does have an interesting safety on it. If you drop this mag out here, if you close the bolt and you want to put it on safe, you grab this lever right here and pull it out and rotate it up. Now it's on safe. Can't fire, can't open the bolt, can't do anything. You say, well, why has it got this big ring on it like that? That's kind of goofy. Well, if you've ever lived in Switzerland, you know it's mountainous and it's cold, and they're wearing gloves. So they want to be able to get their glove finger in there and change it from one to another. Pretty innovative, huh? I thought so. So now it'll work just fine. So now the first time out I loaded it down the top. You can also load the magazine and then just stick the magazine in, although I don't believe that's how they actually did it in wartime, or in, well, it was never wartime in Switzerland, in training time. But you can also load them in the mag pretty easy, just by doing this. Takes 6, as I mentioned, which is kind of cool. The Mausers only take 5. So the Swiss figured out how to get 6, and that's pretty cool. So you can load them in there like that too if you want to. I think there's one more in my pocket here. Yeah. And you know, they have kind of a stripper clip deal that you can get to load them, but so then it just fits in the bottom there and clips in, and there we go. So now you can see there's one on the top. We're ready to rock and roll. So let's go down and we'll try it. We're a lot closer this time. We're shooting old guy, old eye distance this time. We're shooting about 20 or 25 yards. So let's give this one a go. And then we'll call it. Since it's getting a little bit late, starting to get dark. It's hotter than blazes out here too. Need to go in and get me a Dr. Pepper. Whew, it's hot out here. Sweating. Okay, here we are, ready to go. Bolt forward. That's very cool. That is very cool. Bolt forward. All right. Be careful, I hit you right in the eye. Very cool. Working this bolt is very cool. It's raining brass. You could get real good with practice, I can tell that right off. You practice enough with this gun, you get real good in a hurry. Especially with the kind of trigger this thing has. This one has bolt hold open. So now that we're out of rounds, I can't close it. I had to push down the follower, get it out of the way. Now I can get it to go forward and close. So, all right, let's go down and see how we did. Okay, there's the second group I shot standing up. Of course, we moved in a little closer, and I was shooting standing. We were about 25 yards maybe, but that's not bad. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A couple of them are touching there. That's a pretty good group. That's standing at about 25 yards. So this gun is really a joy to shoot. It's just easy. It's fun. It has a great trigger. It is a sweet gun. Very, very sweet gun. And that bolt, that straight pull bolt, that is really kind of cool. Okay, you can see there's the bolt. We'll pull the bolt out. There, you release, you push down on this little lever right here, and then the bolt slides out. And there's the bolts. Big old long bolt. And you can see how the straight pull works. This lug right here cams inside of here. It's a mechanical action, so as you pull back on this, it causes this to cam and rotate, and then it just rotates the locking lugs in. Locking lugs, of course, are right here. Mid-level locking lugs. One right there by my thumb, right there on the top. Mid-level. I think the K31s changed the locking lugs to go reduce this length here and put the locking lugs, pretty much did away with this and put the locking lugs more forward. Shortened up this whole bolt. But this bolt thing is really pretty ingenious for a gun that was developed in what, 1911, and I think started to be issued around 1913. It stayed in use until the 1930s. Like I said, this one was made in 1932. So anyway, pretty cool. Slides in. You know, you pull this down and you can put it back together. So I'll have to do that. I'm holding the camera right now, so it makes it hard to do it. But anyway, so there's the gun. We put the bolt back in, and there's the serial number there on the side. The P right there, this is kind of interesting. That P mark right there means this gun was private, or privat, a German word for private. It means that it was, once the gun was issued out to the guy who had this gun, then he had the chance to make it his personal gun. In other words, take it home and make it his for, you know, forever. So when that happened, when they issued it to him permanently, they put that P stamp on there, meaning that it's a privately held gun and belongs to him. So it's no longer part of the military armory or the military equipment. It's now a private gun. Got a little Swiss cross right there. There's the P, serial number. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Alright, well there she is. Hope you like it. I certainly like it. And that's how it shoots. Right there. Not bad at all. Thanks. See you later.